Wait, so do you want me to look at you or the camera?
Me. All right. State your name.
My name's Clark Byers. I'm just really nervous.
You're nervous? All right. Listen up. All right. Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
How long have you stayed there?
I stayed there for about 14 years.
14.
Yeah.
What was the struggle? Like, why did you come to the U.S.?
Oh man, my parents, they just decided to move me here. I wasn't doing that well academically. My grades were kind of suffering. I had a couple of behavioral incidents that didn't really work in my favor. So my mom my mom and my dad were separated at the time. So my parents thought it would be a good idea for me to live with my dad, to be with a more stern force in my life.
Was it hard to get into the U.S.?
It was not. I actually have American citizenship.
Okay. All right.
So for all those people out there saying, "Where's my green card?" I don't have one. I have a passport. Thank you very much. So no, it was pretty easy.
Is the cost of living here expensive, or the cost of living there expensive?
I was living in a more affluent neighborhood in Toronto, so generally prices of food and whatnot were more expensive in Toronto than here. So I'd say it's more expensive there.
So where would you want to live?
If I could live anywhere?
Yeah.
Or which?
Like, would you want to live in Toronto, or would you want to live in the U.S.?
Well, I feel like I've kind of discovered what I like and kind of like what my hidden talents are here. I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good athlete. I've discovered a lot of stuff I want to do beyond high school here, but at the same time, I feel like Toronto is still home. You feel me? I just feel more connected to Toronto. So I'd probably still say Toronto, but honestly, it's a toss-up.
I understand. Yeah, and the cost of living, like, is it affordable here for you specifically?
I mean, I don't pay rent. I do pay gas. Gas, it really isn't cheap, but it isn't cheap anywhere.
Is it cheap in Toronto?
It's a bit cheaper, yeah.
Okay.
But I have a lot more expenses here. I pay my phone bill. I buy my own food, buy my own weed. So I have a lot more expenses here. So I'm usually kind of scarce for cash here, but I think it evens out.
Is school a handful for you here?
It is. I wouldn't say it's because of any intellectual deficiencies. Really, it's just because I have zero study habits and I just don't do my homework. I remember last year, freshman year, I had like almost 200 missing events in Skyward because I didn't do my stuff. So my grades still aren't where I would like them to be, but with Running Start, I feel like there's going to be a new chance for me to get my AA and go out of state to Oregon, where I would like to go, or UNC. So okay. I'm so hopeful.
That's good. Where would you be happy at, here or Toronto?
Where would I be happier? Like right now, or
yeah, right now.
Probably Toronto. I'm not very happy here.
You have a lot of friends here?
I mean, it depends on what you qualify as a lot, but I feel like combined with
dumbest thing I've ever done. Who did that? Me! I'm usually packing my room and doing stuff. Actually working is baloney.
Hey, I'm gonna send you an email.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a bunch of stuff up in that closet area
Yeah,
still?
we will have more.
No, an archive. Get it out.
Alright,
Take it out.
I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
Where would you be happy at?
Oh no, we're talking about friend groups.
Yeah, friend.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I feel like I do have a strong friend group, both in both here in Kent and in West Seattle, where I was supposed to go originally. So I'm pretty confident here. I have you.
Thank you. And what's my name?
Montrel Harris T. Smooth, straight from Tennessee. You already know.
Alright, you just said my name. Thank you. I appreciate all that.
I did too.
Does it rain a lot in Toronto?
It does not, but you know what it does do a lot? Snow. I know that's a pretty foreign concept for. It's okay. I know it's a pretty foreign concept for you Americans in Seattle, but it does snow a lot, and in summers it's pretty hot.
Do you consider yourself a Canadian?
I do.
You do.
I know the stereotype for Canadians is for us to be nice and all gentle and stuff, but that's the opposite of me. But I still consider myself to be Canadian. Um, Play hockey. I like donuts, like poutine. I do say A when I'm comfortable.
Okay. Do you have a lot of friends and family here or in Toronto?
Many more in Toronto. My family was actually pretty small. In Toronto, I just grew up with my mom, which was me and her. And here, I just grew up. I'm growing up with my dad, my stepmom. So my family's pretty compact. But just in general, I have a lot more friends in Toronto. And I guess people in Toronto just get me more and understand me.
Are you sad that you had to come here?
Yes.
From a scale. Okay. Alright. From a scale 0 to 10, how do you feel right now?
Right now, in this very moment.
Yes. About the US, like moving wise, like did you ever feel like stress moving?
Yes.
Or so you felt stress?
Extreme stress.
Expenses?
No.
No expenses. What about tiredness? Like you're just tired of moving.
Yep.
How many times have you moved?
Let's see here. I think 5.
5 times.
Yes, sir.
How did you feel in all those events?
A lot of those times I was younger. So I guess me moving here was when I was still some I've moved. I moved schools in 4th grade. I also moved houses in 4th grade. I moved houses and schools in 1st grade, and then 2 other times when I was younger than that. So I don't really remember those first 3 times, but these last 2 times, yeah, these last 2 times have been not great, but it worked out. So, or at least the 4th grade one worked out. So I'm hoping this one works out too.
Were you sad?
Yeah.
You were.
I wasn't emotionally distraught, but I was upset, relatively.
Can you explain how you felt?
I felt betrayed.
Moving?
Yes, I felt lied to by my parents.
You didn't know that you were moving?
They told me, they told me they asked me for my opinion on the matter, but it didn't feel like my opinion was valued, really, necessarily. So.
How old were you when you first started moving around? You're 5, right?
Yeah, 5, 4, yeah.
Would you ever go back to Toronto?
Yes.
To live?
Well, I've been considering going there for college or university since schools there are much cheaper, and I think I might be able to get some type of track scholarship in Canada, so I think that might be a good opportunity for me, but nothing's set in stone yet. I'm still looking around.
What are the good and bad about where you live right now? Like, what made you come here?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the good and bads about you moving?
The good? Well, again, like I said before, I think I've rediscovered me and my personality and what I like and what I'm good at, whether that be athletics or just, how mind-blowingly smart I am, or just my suddenly good looks. I felt like I've again rediscovered myself. But the bad, I'm not gonna say I'm not comfortable here. It's just I'm not as comfortable as I was in Toronto. Actually, I'm pretty comfortable here. But yeah, I mean, it's just.
Okay. Do you already know a lot of people here?
Yes.
Okay. Is it hard to find jobs here or there?
think it's easier to find jobs here. You know, I'm about to go work at a family fun center.
Okay.
So that's gonna be pretty lit. Feel me?
Is it a good opportunity in the U.S. or in Canada?
For jobs.
For jobs, for schools, like for
I
everything?
think it's better here. You know. I think
Why?
well, you know, I guess because my dream job is to work at Nike in marketing, and you know my plan is to get my AA through Highline, then transfer to Oregon, and do that directly. So I guess just for that alone, it's a really good opportunity. But I just feel like there's more opportunity here.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions and then we're gonna end this interview.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Oh, y'all see how fits that, bro? Oh, anyways.
okay. How are you cooperating with the move now? How do you feel now? Do you regret coming?
Yes.
From a scale of 1 to 10?
How much do I regret coming here?
Mhm.
Was 0 being I don't, and 10 being it's the worst decision of my life.
Yeah.
300.
Okay. Can you tell me why?
I mean, everything I've listed already during this interview, and I'm kind of tired of people asking for my green card. I feel like that is racist.
Discrimination.
Yes, discrimination. Okay, I'm on the verge of tears. Okay, sorry. Next question. Sorry. Next question.
Was it hard learning the American way?
It was. You know, I've learned a lot of words. Some words I'm not very proud of knowing. Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But you know what? I think I've adapted to the culture well. Watch this, ready? Oh.
We're doing an interview.
Oh, sorry.
Continue.
Hmm?
Was it hard learning the American way?
Yes, it was.
Okay. We're done. State your name.
Clark Brendan Byers.
Nice doing an interview with you.